Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Ricky Ross back with another video. For those of you out there who don't know me, I talk mostly about Amazon FBA in Germany / Europe. I started Amazon about I started actually years ago, but I officially started in 2021, where that was my first official year, where I registered my business in Germany, and then I started off selling in 2021, where first year made over 150,000 euros. And prior to that, I was selling through another friend's account, doing some stuff with his account and gain experience. So today, I wanted to talk about easiest way to start Amazon FBA Germany from scratch. What beginners must know before starting Amazon FBA. Basically, what I did prior to starting. A lot of people kind of get starting Amazon FBA, the process, like the step one, step two, step 3. They kind of like mix it up. What I find a lot of people doing in Germany, in Europe, some people who have contacted me, is they've already signed up to Amazon, and some of them haven't really done the necessary steps. So this is why I wanted to make this video and kind of like, help those out there who are looking to start off their own Amazon FBA Germany. This also kind of applies to those selling in Europe, because Germany is part of the pan-European countries, which I believe there are about 7 to 8 countries, excluding the UK, because the UK is still like it's on its own right now. But let's not talk about that. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into it. The first step I always tell people is understand the different German legal entities when it comes to opening your business. Germany is a little bit complicated. So what type of business should you use to start Amazon FBA? And that's why you should know the different legal entities. Well, you don't need to know all of them, because there's quite a few of them. So we have the sole proprietor, the limited liability company, then you have the partnerships. So the sole proprietor in German is the Einzelunternehmer, Kleinunternehmer, and the Freiberufler. So that's the Einzelunternehmer is kind of like a self-employed person. The Kleinunternehmer is a small business owner, and the Freiberufler is a freelancer. Although they're all classified as sole proprietors, because of their taxation, or not, let me not say taxation. Okay, I'll explain. Einzelunternehmer basically is a sole proprietor who can also register to collect VAT, whereas the Kleinunternehmer, is a self-employed person who will not, or who does not want to collect VAT, and wants to, because he's not going to make sales over 22,000 euro in the first year, and I think the second year is like 50,000 euros. So he's not going to make sales over that amount. So because of that, he doesn't have to collect VAT. He doesn't have to register to get a VAT number. Then you have the Freiberufler, who's a freelancer. A freelancer would be somebody kind of like if you're maybe an engineer or an accountant, or I think like a photographer, something like that. So you're like a freelancer. And depending, you could be a freelancer and a Kleinunternehmer at the same time. So it all depends on the amount of money that you will be making in the year. And that determines if you need to go for the VAT number or not. So, but let's clear that up. If you're doing Amazon FBA, you will collect VAT. So you need to sign up as a sole proprietor. That's the Einzelunternehmer. So that's kind of like, if you're going to go register, you would register the business as John Doe. Some people usually ask me, what's my business name going to be? Well, your business name is your personal name, John Doe. That's your business name. I mean, some people go there and they say, okay, I want my business name to be, let's say, for instance, JJ Trading Company or JJ Trades, So your business would be John Doe doing business as JJ Trading Company. But overall, your business will be registered in your personal name, okay? Because some people kind of like get confused with what business entity they need to register with when they when they're dealing with Amazon. So that's for the sole proprietor. Then we also have what's called the GmbH and the UG. So both are limited liability companies. Okay, the UG, it's Unternehmensgesellschaft. I think that's the meaning. It's like a businessman or an individual with limited liability. Then you have the GmbH. Oh gosh, the meaning of that is Gesellschaft mit beschränkter Haftung. Sorry, my German is not so good. So that's a company with limited liability. So what's the difference between these two? The first one, you can literally use €2 to start, because you have to have a capital of €2 when you go to you need to go to the notary, and he will have to do all the paperwork for you. You're going to have to sign some paperwork. He's the one to file the paperwork with the register, and he's also the one to basically file it with the Gewerbeamt. But you would get all the paperwork done through him. In German, that's the Notar. Now, it's a little bit quite expensive, or let's say it's not so affordable, because the prices for that can range anywhere from €1,000 and up. Okay. Oh, by the way, going back to the sole proprietor, which is the Einzelunternehmer, only has to go to the Gewerbeamt and register. And that can cost you anywhere from €25 and up, or 25 to $60. I think tops should be $60. Even if you do get a third party to do it for you, shouldn't cost that much. So you can pretty much do it yourself or go online. I'll put a link to some companies that can also register the Einzelunternehmer for you if you don't feel comfortable going to the Gewerbeamt in your city to do the registration yourself. So with that being said, we'll move on to the GmbH next. The GmbH is a company with limited liability. There you need 25,000 euros. That's like money you need to have as the capital, the business capital. Not so much as the money that you're going to use to do to purchase things and do things. Once again, guys, a disclaimer here: I'm not the expert in all these different entities. I'm just giving you what I understand or know about these different entities. The GmbH is a little bit more complicated legal entity in Germany. So if you're going to go with that, then you would definitely need a notar or a law, an accountant to explain it better to you and tell you exactly where you need to go and get all the paperwork done for that. Okay. So bottom line is to start FBA in Germany, all you need is just a sole proprietorship, business registration. So that's it. That's all you need to start FBA in Germany, okay, from scratch. Then there's one more thing I want to talk about here, and because I do get a lot of students who reach out to me, especially a lot of foreign students, who live in Germany or are schooling in Germany. They're doing their master's and they're also working, and they have the student visa, okay, which does allow them to work and go to school at the same time, but it doesn't allow them to start a business. Why is that? I don't know. But the fact that you cannot register a business as a student in Germany doesn't mean that you can't register in another country. So for instance, you could register in Estonia. Okay. You could register your business in Estonia and then do business in Germany, or do business in FBA Germany. Okay. So you could also register in Cyprus. Okay. So you could register in any of those countries that are allowed to open a business or open an FBA Germany account in Europe. And part of those countries, I just mentioned a couple of them: Estonia, Cyprus, and I think Malta. So there are quite a number of them. So you could register your business in those countries and then sign up for Amazon FBA, Germany or Europe. So you could do any one of those. Okay, guys? Yes, so that's for the students. Also, I forgot to mention that the cost of starting in Estonia or those other countries are a little bit high, because I think, if my memory serves me right, I've seen it costs in the neighborhood of 1,500 to 2,500 euros. But you would just have to Google it and see. But it's out there. There's some companies out there that you can reach out to and start a company outside of Germany, but within Europe. Okay, so step number two is understand VAT. That's the value added tax. That's what VAT is. And when you're selling in Europe, you will come across that. In fact, you do pay that all the time when you go to the store, you buy anything. There is a value added tax depending on your country. The percentages are different. So for instance, in Germany, the percentage is 19%, and in France, it's 20%. I think the lowest country in Europe with the lowest VAT tax, I believe it's Luxembourg. I think Luxembourg is at 17%. Okay. So the number one question I get when it comes to VAT is, do I have to charge VAT in my Amazon account? The answer to that is yes, you have to. Yes, you have to. Yes, you have to. You can't avoid it. Amazon makes it compulsory because they have to. In fact, they make you collect it. They automatically put it in the price for you. So where do I get my VAT tax? And also in Germany, you get what's called the tax ID number. So VAT tax in German is Umsatzsteuer ID and Steuer ID number. That's the tax ID number. So you get those two numbers. So after you get your Gewerbeschein, that's the trade certificate to do business as a sole proprietor, the next place you go to would be the Finanzamt. Okay, the Finanzamt is where you would get your value added tax certificate. So that's where you would get your VAT ID number, that's Umsatzsteuer ID number, and your tax ID number, that's a Steuer ID number. So you definitely need those two numbers in Germany. I don't know about the other EU countries if you need a Steuer ID number or tax ID number, but I do know you will need a VAT from those other countries. So if you're looking to start FBA in Germany, you definitely need to go to the Finanzamt and get the VAT number. Now, okay, the way it works is after you get your Gewerbeschein, that's the trade certificate, you can go online, and there are two ways of doing this. You can go to the website called the elster.de, and you can personally do your VAT or sign up for your VAT by filling out a form called Fragebogen steuerliche Erfassung. I got to drink my coffee on that one. Yeah, you definitely have to go to that website and fill out that form. And then after you fill it correctly, and it is in German, then you would wait 2 to 3 weeks, and it's absolutely free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. 3 to 6 weeks, not 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks before you get it. That's the step one. Then there's step two. You can use a third party to get this VAT and Steuer ID number. So the third party, I will put a link in the description for an online platform that can do it for you, also free of charge. So this way, if you don't feel comfortable doing it by yourself, then you can use this third party to get your VAT done. So you definitely need VAT when doing Amazon. You need to sign up for it. Now, I'm not going to jump down. Just step 2, understand VAT, know where to get it from, and know when to get it. So after registration, after business registration, then you go for your VAT. Okay? Oh, excuse me. Okay. So we're going to move on to step number 3. So step number 3 is where you actually register with Amazon FBA Germany. So you would go to sellercentral.de. Sellercentral.amazon.de. Yes, that's right. Sellercentral.amazon.de. And then if it's France, you go to sellercentral.amazon.france and register for Amazon. Okay. So when registering here, you want to go for the Amazon Pan Europe. Okay. The Pan Europe is basically where you're telling Amazon, or Amazon is telling you, you can sell in 7 other countries plus Germany, and that would be the Netherlands, France, Spain, Italy, Sweden. There's Belgium now. I'm thinking of one more. Poland. So that's 7. And of course, there's the UK. So that's 8 plus. But the UK is not part of the Pan Europe. So I'm not going to get into that. But just know you can sell in most of the European countries once you sign up with the Pan European account. So another question I get is, why can I only sign up for one country at first? Yes, you can. So you could just start up in just Germany, or you could just start up with France. That's it. You could just start up with one of those countries and then see, and just test the market and see, okay, later on, if you want to sell in other European countries, it's already in your dashboard. You can just add it to the countries that you wish to sell in. So, so know that you can sell in all those countries. Okay, so when registering, first thing you need to have when registering, here's a list of items you need to have when registering in Amazon. Okay, one is your bank account, a copy of your bank account statement. Now, I can't reiterate this enough. The bank, if you're self-employed and you're registering on Amazon as a self-employed person, you make sure that your address is the same address you have on your bank statement. Okay, those two have to match. Very important, because Amazon is very picky on security. So they want to see that your address matches the address that you listed on there matches the address that you have on your bank statement. Yes, you will have to download a PDF version of your bank statement, because you're going to upload it to Amazon. Now, the other thing you need is your ID. Okay, your ID or your passport. Okay. Now, for EU citizens, you could have your ID, or you could have your passport. I think they give you the options for that. If you're a German citizen, your ID is perfect. They could just use only your ID. Then, if you are a foreigner with a different passport, and you have a visa or maybe a residency permit, you would need to make sure, yeah, they're going to, because now Amazon does the video verification. So they'll want to see your passport, the front, the back, and I think they make you do, they make you bend it just for security reasons. And also they want to see your either the visa page or the residency card. If you have a residency card, Amazon during that verification period will ask you to present it. Then what else is there? Okay, yes, residency permit. These are for foreigners, okay? Foreigners living in Germany, okay? So even if you're a student, they want to see your passport and your visa. So have that ready when you're doing the registration. So part of the registration is you will have to select the professional Amazon account, because I do get access also. Well, there's the professional, and then there's the what's it called? Oh gosh, non-professional. I can't think of the name now, but it's 99 cents per. The non-professional is 99 cents per transaction, and I think you're allowed only up to 40 transactions a month. And then there's the personal. So personal account, and then there's the professional account where you pay 39 euros. And you get unlimited transactions. Guys, you don't want to get the personal Amazon account. You don't want to sign up for the 99-cent account, because this is a business, okay? So treat it like a business. You want to jump straight into the 39 euro account. Now, the way it works is when you're signing up for Germany, you're charged 39 euros for selling in Germany. Now, they're running a special now where if you sign up for all countries at the same time, they only charge you €1 each for each country. I think versus if you sign up, I'm not sure, but if you sign up later for another country, they might then charge you $39 for that country. So for instance, I want to sign up for Germany, for Italy, for France, all at the same time. Okay, all at the same time. So let's say there's 7 countries total. So they would charge me 39 for one country, which is Germany, and then €6 for the other countries, which would bring it to about 46, 6 plus 9, 45 euros, thereabout. So it all depends on you, what you want to do at that particular time, okay? But I highly recommend that you just go for all countries, because you increase your chances of making more sales when you have more countries to sell in. Excuse me, guys, I gotta drink some coffee. So that's what I would do if I were you. Just sign up for all the countries, okay? Then once you sign up for the country, make sure you have a credit card. A credit card with a Visa or MasterCard logo on it, because Amazon doesn't like this prepaid credit card. It doesn't work. We tried it once, but it didn't accept it. So it could be a MasterCard or a Visa card attached to your bank account, but not the prepaid one where you upload to. They don't like that. Because they will charge your credit card once you sign up for the account. Okay, guys? Yes, so that's pretty much step number 3. Once you get to step number 3, you're signing up and signing up into Amazon. Now, here's a kicker. Once you do that verification, normally, if everything is okay, you get approved usually within or less than 24 hours. If it takes longer than 24 hours, then it means there was something that Amazon needs more clarification on. It could be your address, or maybe it could be anything. Okay, but once you sign up, they usually give you, approve you within 24 hours or less, and then you get an email that says thank you for signing up. You can log into your Seller Central dashboard, and and then you can just jump in and pretty much start fiddling with things. So after you get the approval and you sign up, step number 4 is where you need to, it's a new step now in Germany and France. It's a step where you have to input your EPR or LUCID number. So Germany, and this is my understanding, Germany, when you ship products into Amazon, okay, regardless of if it's coming from your distributor or if it's coming directly from you, it has to go in a box. Okay, so when it goes in a box like this, for instance, this box, Germany is saying, well, we have to recycle this box. And since you sellers are sending this box into Amazon, and a lot of these boxes are being recycled in Germany, we want to charge you guys a fee for recycling fee. Okay, it's not just boxes, it's also containers. For instance, if you sell, let's say you sell a can of Coca-Cola or any can of any drinks or anything, that can is also recycled. So Germany's saying, we are going to charge the sellers or manufacturers a fee, a small fee, to aid in the cost of recycling all these things. So that's the reason why now you have to sign up with the LUCID website. I'll put the link in the description also for this website. And normally, once you have your VAT, now this is why you need your VAT number, because you need the VAT number, because when you go to that LUCID website, they will ask you for your VAT number. You need to input it, and you get your LUCID number instantly. It's like you get it the same day. And then once you get that LUCID number, which also starts with a DE, okay, once you get it, you go back to Amazon, you input it into the account, and Amazon, they say they take 48 hours to verify it, but I've seen it lasts up to 7 days for them to verify it. Now, without the LUCID number, you cannot list a product. Okay, Amazon will not let you list a product. It's not until you get the LUCID, you input it into Amazon, wait for them to approve it, which can take, I'd say, 2 to 7 days for them to approve it. After they approve it, then you're now ready to list on Amazon. Okay, so that would be step number 4. Now, step number 5 is more of a model. Like, what model should you use when starting Amazon FBA Germany, or Amazon period, Amazon FBA period? Now, by model, I'm talking about private label, wholesale model, the arbitrage model. Those are the 3 models that I'm talking about. So private label is where you pretty much have, let's say this is your product. So let's say this earpod is your product. So you would have your label or your brand on here, and this is what you would sell, what you would send into Amazon, because it's your private label, your brand, your logo on it. That's private label versus wholesale. Wholesale, I don't think I have anything here I could use as an, okay, I could probably use a phone here. So let's say, for instance, you sell Samsungs, okay? Samsung phones, okay? Or you're allowed, or you're maybe one of the Samsung distributors, and you're allowed to sell Samsung phones. That's a wholesale model. Wholesale model is basically a model where the product is already known to consumers. You don't have to introduce it. You're simply just a reseller of that product, okay? Another example could be Coca-Cola. You know, a lot of people resell Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola allows people to resell their product, or Pepsi. So you'll just be the middleman. You know, you buy low and you sell high. And that's the wholesale model. The arbitrage model is almost similar to wholesale. The difference is you would get the product on a clearance deal, okay? Now, when you say, for instance, you got the phones on a clearance deal, okay, maybe you got 100 pieces of this phones on a clearance deal. Well, you could then ship it into Amazon, but then know that it was a clearance deal. So the con, you know, there are pros and cons to arbitrage. The con to it is that was a one-time deal, because you can't get this deal again. Okay, so you can't go back to the shop and say, oh, okay, I bought this 100 pieces of phones from you for maybe 10 euros a piece. Do you have more? They don't. That was a clearance deal. That's what arbitrage is. Arbitrage is you just go into different stores or anywhere really and finding deals and then putting them on Amazon and turning a profit on them. So the model that I personally mentor people on and teach people is the wholesale method. I like this method because I don't have to pay for any advertising. I don't have to worry about UPC numbers. The listings are already on Amazon. I don't have to do anything but to look for good deals that are making at least a fairly decent amount of profit, and a deal that I can also find the manufacturer or find the distributor, preferably in Europe, okay? Because time is of the essence when it comes to Amazon. So if I can purchase these phones within Europe, okay, the Samsung phone, if I can get it directly from a distributor in Europe and ship it into Amazon, it saves me a lot of time. Although my profit margin might be lower, but it will save me so much time, because the time it takes the person who ships from China into Europe, I cut that by half. So I maybe might have this and then I ship it into Amazon. It takes 5 days tops to get there, because I'm shipping within Germany. I'm shipping from Germany to Germany. So sometimes I see where it gets there within a day or two. So that's the wholesale method, which I personally like and teach and also recommend. And the fact that I don't have to pay for advertising, that's another sweet part about it. Now, there are pros and cons to everything. There are pros and cons to Amazon. Like the con to wholesale method is the fact that your profit margins could be low, and sometimes you might just, break even on some products because there are other sellers of the same product on Amazon. That's also good, I know, and bad. And some people may say, well, oh gosh, there are too many sellers here. I don't think I want to make any money. No, in fact, it's quite the contrary. If there are lots of sellers, it means that this product is moving. It means, people are buying it. So it's a question of supply and demand, but this is where research comes into play. Okay. But guys, this was supposed to be a quick video. I know I've gotten a little bit more into details and some points, but the main thing here that you should get is that yes, Amazon takes a lot of time and takes a lot of patience for one to really master it. I mean, you would have to be somebody who's patient and persistent, consistent, insistent, and focused, to jump into Amazon. Because really nothing, it doesn't matter what business you choose or what business model you choose. Even if you decided to do Shopify, I have people ask me, well, what about the drop shipping method? What about the Shopify? All beautiful. There are so many ways to make money online. You just have to pick one and focus on it. Okay. So if you're going to go with Amazon, you need to focus on it, and then steadfastly go after it. Okay. And I always tell everybody, it's all about the mindset. If you have the mindset of a winner, you definitely will win. And if you have the mindset of a loser, you're going to lose. It's basically that mindset, guys. So guys, like I said, this was supposed to be a quick video on, beginners, what beginners must know before starting Amazon. I hope I've been able to help somebody out there. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. My email is in the description down below. And also, I do offer a mentorship program for a small fee. So if you're interested in somebody helping you out one-on-one, reach out to me and we can at least have a chat, a video chat, and then I'll see what we can hopefully do together. Okay, guys, please, the usual, like the video, share it if you feel it's been helpful. Share it to somebody you think it might be helpful to, and definitely hit that notification bell so whenever I release a video, you get notification. And of course, subscribe to my channel. It will be greatly, greatly appreciated, guys. I truly, and to everybody that's reached out to me, I thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. And I want to, try to help as many people as I can out there. And one more thing I noticed some people sending me messages in my Facebook account. Maybe I need to set up a Facebook page so people can reach me out there too. But my email is always in the description of most of my videos. Just send me an email, and I'll, make out the time to reply to you. Okay, guys? Great. It's been your boy, Ricky Ross, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. All right? Stay focused, guys.